Out of the jungles of Colombia, we're hearing an incredible story of survival. A mother and her baby have been found alive 5 days after the plane they were in crashed. Rafael Romo has more on this incredible story. And didn't the mother and son, they survived the plane crash, and now they've managed to survive days in this jungle?
Exactly.
How did this happen?
Well, there's two very important questions here. Number one, why did it take 5 days to find them? And number two, how did they manage to survive for 5 days in the dense jungle? And the question is that the place where the plane crashed was very impenetrable, very difficult to get there. And as we see these images of what the plane looked like when it crashed, you see the cockpit was entirely destroyed, but the passenger area, the cabin, is nearly intact. And that's what authorities say. That's the reason why both mother and son were able to survive. Now, the crash, Linda, happened on Saturday afternoon. The pilot was found on Monday morning, so nearly 2 days after the crash. Mother and son were not found until 5 days later, meaning on Wednesday. So the question you're probably asking right now is, how did they manage to survive? Well, they had coconuts as part of the cargo in the plane, and apparently the mother used those to drink the water and feed the baby. So that's how they managed. But look at these images. I don't know if we can see that, but the mother had minor burns, some bruises, some minor injuries. She's doing totally fine. The baby, amazingly, had no injuries. He was doing fine, not even a scratch. And they were both taken to a nearby city where they're being treated right now. And a very interesting piece of information is that the mother knew that somebody would be looking for them, and so she was leaving traces as she moved. She left the birth certificate for the boy and then other clues that would help rescuers get to them, and that's exactly what ended up happening in the end, and that's how they were found. But
very clever to have that sort of mind frame to leave a trail behind.
Exactly, exactly.